last 10 verses of chapter 6, starting from verse 38. Kachinno bhaya vibrashtah chinnabhramiva nashyati apratishto mahabaho vimudho brahmanapati yetan me samshayam Krishna chetumahasya sheshatah vadanya samshayasyasya chetan hyupapadyate. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Partha naiveha vinashastasya vidyate nahi kalyanakrit kaschid durgatim tata gacchati prapya punyakritam lokan ushitva shashvati samaha शुचीनां श्रीमतां गेहे योगभ्रष्टोऽभिजायते अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् एतद्विदुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम् तत्प्रतं बुद्धि संयोगं लभते पौर्वदेहिकं यतते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते प्रयत्याधन्यमानस्तु योगी शुद्धकिल्बिषः अनेकजन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम् तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मधोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद्योगी भवार्जुन योगिनामपि सर्वेषां मद्गतेनान्तरात्मना श्रद्धावान् भजते यो मां समे युक्ततमो मतः।
सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति। We'll read verse 37 once.
अर्जुन उवाच आयते श्रद्धयोपेतः योगाचलितमानसः अप्राप्य योगसंसिद्धिं कां गतिं कृष्ण गच्छति।
Arjuna said, the uncontrolled who possesses Shraddha, faith, whose mind wanders away from yoga, failing to attain perfection in yoga, what end, O Krishna, does he meet? This is what we started studying last week. What is Arjuna saying? Growth or liberation is possible only if the mind is controlled. Growth is possible. Liberation is possible only if discipline is possible only if the mind is controlled. And it is almost impossible to control this mind. And it is almost impossible to control this mind. Okay, a person start trying this. A person is attempting the impossible. When that person is attempting the impossible, what happens to him? What happens to such a person? That is the question. Ram gatim Krishna gacchati. Gati means the path. What end he will meet, where he will reach? End. The Shastras talks about lot of gatis. Shukla gati, Krishna gati, Durgati, Adogati. Yeah, so many things are there. They're laughing. Seriously, they talk about all this. I'm not saying. That's how they say. And then finally, Sadgati, which leads you to moksha. So, end, you will end, you can reach. So, all your karmas can lead to so many ends. That's what it means. All your karmas can lead to so many ends. Durgatim Tata Gacchati is what going to reply. He is going to give that reply. Durgati. Elsewhere, Arjuna talks about Adhogati. Elsewhere, Arjuna is going to talk about Adhogati. Yeah. Tamil Lagoda we say, no? Adhogati. Suklagati. You do some punya, you do some good karma, you get some punya. Shuklagati. What end this fellow will reach? Why he is talking about this? If you understand the background of what we have been studying till now, if you understand the background of what we started from chapter 3 onwards, all that gives you strength is taken away from you. All that you depend upon is taken away from you. The world, the materiality, the name, fame, all that gives you strength is taken away from you, telling you that they don't give you strength. They don't give you any strength. That is taken away from you. Okay, at least now, correct, sir. All this doesn't give strength. God alone can give. God alone gives strength. That also is taken away. Where is it taken away? Uddared atmanam atmanam avadharayet. So that is also taken away. So all the support system is taken away. What a pathetic situation. All the support system is taken away and then he is asking you to do the impossible. What is the impossible? Control the mind. It is turbulent, it is violent, it is balavat, it is dridam. No, all that he has said. So all the support system is taken away, all the crutches are taken away, and then you are asked to do the impossible. Arjuna says, if I belong, 100 people listen to this. If 100 people listen to this, Arjuna says, if I belong to the 99 category, I don't have a problem at all. What is the 99 category? They listen to all this, they will appreciate it, do one pranams, and go back and do exactly what they want to do. They don't have this, they don't have this problem. But that one foolish person who takes all this very seriously, that is the uncontrolled who possesses Shraddha. That is the uncontrolled who possesses Shraddha. If you understand the background, the context, and all that, then you can understand the pain and the question that he is asking. Even though sometimes we may, sometimes just to lighten up the class, we may ridicule Arjuna. It's not such a serious follower of the subject. That's why he is asking this. And also, he has got a unique privilege, no? Arjuna got a unique privilege. Yeah. What is a unique privilege? One guru, one shishya. What a privilege it is. No, it's not Janta class, isn't it? It's not a Janta class like this. Yeah, it's not a Janta class. 100 will sit, 5,000 will sit, 50,000 will sit. Not all that. What a privilege it is to have what an extraordinary privilege it is to have a guru like Krishna, exclusively talking. So definitely Arjuna would have gotten into Arjuna gets into the spirit of it. As he is getting into the spirit of it, the old mind keeps coming back. The old mind keeps coming back. What is the old mind? I have left everything behind. I have left everything behind. What is everything behind? Punya karmas are left behind because punya karmas are useless. Okay, go sequentially. I'm not. Let me try to be very sequential today. Yeah, otherwise, I'm always jumping this side, that side. Yeah. Like a monkey, my mind is also no. I keep jumping this one to that one, that one. So, with a lot of struggle, I'll try to be sequential today. First support system is what? The world. The materiality is the first support system the person has. Dependency. It gives you solace, it gives you strength, it gives you solace, it gives you strength. Support system means that it gives you solace, it gives you strength. So what is the first solace? What is the first area of solace and strength? The material world. Because it is so obvious it is. It is so obvious that you get some solace from it, you get some strength from it. So when it is so obvious, what it means? It is so obvious, naturally a person will be dependent on that. Mind that is seeking solace and strength. Wherever solace and strength is, mind will get attached to it. Mind will just hold on to it. So first area of solace and strength is what? Go sequentially. The material objects. After a while, the material objects doesn't give that much. It will move on to beings. It will move on to beings. Beings means including other species also. A few days back, Swati showed me some videos. What all things people have as pets. People have pets, sir. Where is Prasad? Prasad, you are here, no? Real Python, Prasad. At least he got only the doll python from China. He got only the doll python from China. That fellow is having real pythons as pets. Real pythons as pet, real owl as pet. What all? What all they have as pets. Maybe in future cockroaches and mosquitoes also will become like pets, and then that pet mosquito alone can bite, not other mosquitoes can bite, because it gives some solace, it gives some. So first area of solace and strength comes from the material world, objects and beings. That is taken away first. Yeah, that is taken away first. I think the spiritual masters don't like us enjoying anything. Yeah? What all we enjoy, they will take it away first. Agamapayino nityaha tam titikshasva bharata. It is taken away first. It is agamapayinaha, it is anityaha. They come and go. They come and go. Oh my God, crocodile aspect. What all they have aspects? Crocodile aspects. Correct. I remember, Prasad, you telling me, forgot. Correct. Crocodile, they have a bunch of crocodile aspects. Agamapayinaha anityaha. They come and go. They give temporary joy. When they come, they appear to give joy. After a while, they give pain and sorrow. So that support system is taken away. An ordinary person says, "Idallam keka nalla irukum sir, but it's okay. Minimum, let us keep, an extra we will not keep." Yeah. Minimum we will keep, an extra we will not keep, because he has said only extras we should trim. No. And what is that minimum? God only knows what is that minimum. Huh? There's no such minimum thing like that. So first is that support system is taken away. And then the fellow says, let me do some unselfish activity, karma yoga. Let me do some unselfish activity, some karma yoga I will do. What karma yoga? What will you get out of karma yoga? Some punya you will get, that also get exhausted, and you will come back to square one. So the support system of punya loka is also taken away. First, what is taken away? Objects and beings. Second, what is taken away? The support system of punya karma is also taken away. At least punya karma support, at least I have done some good charitable actions, and that will save me, protect me. That solace strength is also taken away. Then comes God. At least Vaikunta. At least Vaikunta or Goloka or heaven. Something. That also is taken away. How that is taken away? That is also taken away. How that is taken away? There is no such locus like that. It's not a geographical. It's not a geographical place where you can go and sit, and now that support system is also taken away. So that is why we made a mistake by coming to Vedanta class, sir. Today only you told us very clearly what Vedanta does. And we are reconsidering whether to continue Vedanta or not. Because in the beginning, you never say all this. In the beginning, you say something else. Yeah. And poor Manohar, he's convinced his son also to come to Vedanta now. Yeah, he's also asking so many questions. And now I have to answer his son also, poor fellow. One person destroyed in the family is not enough. Now the whole family, yeah, correct, no? Rajini, the whole family should get destroyed. One person getting destroyed alone is not enough. Then the whole family in. Yeah. Silence, correct? Huh? No, self-destruction alone is not, the whole family destruction should happen. So that support system is also on. Now you understand Arjuna, the dilemma of Arjuna. Beautiful question this is. Such a beautiful question. The uncontrolled who possesses Shraddha, whose mind wanders away from yoga, failing to attain perfection in yoga, Angatim Krishna Gacchati. What end does he? What end does he meet? All that is gone. I am doing what you are asking me to do, Krishna. I am doing it with Shraddha. Dedication is there, Shraddha is there, but the mind is not getting controlled. That's the seeker's problem. Dedication is there, the Shraddha is there, but the mind is not coming under control. Why? More I try to control, more it is coming back with a vengeance. More I try to control, more stronger it is becoming. And then all this, what will happen? Efforts get wasted, no? The efforts get wasted, no? Waste of Osram, do you want me to do all this? That's what he's asking. Are you able to follow? It's going to get wasted. And do you want me to do where things are going to get wasted like this? That is Arjuna's question. 3 verses is asking this question. 37, 38, and 39. 3 questions. The other 2 verses is going to be a continuity of that only. That's why I'm spending, it's like I'm collectively spending time on 37, 38, 39. Because it's the same thing is going to repeat. Next verse is going to give one example. And then in 39 is going to say, now that you have taken away all my support system and you have established that you have established. Now I can only ask you this question. Isn't it? What Krishna has done, all the support system is taken away. And also he's brainwashed him to believe what? Correct? Huh? Apart from me, you don't have any other. This is also thinking, why is it? Apart from me, there is no support system also. Who else can answer this question other than you, Krishna? This is the question. 37, 38, 39. Now, Shraddhaya uncontrolled is giving a very practical state of the seeker. A person has Shraddha. Week after week after week you come. Every day you sit and study. Why? Because of Shraddha. You can't tell the person have Shraddha. Now what more Shraddha you can do? What more Shraddha is possible? So week after week you come, year after year you come, 30, 40 years also you keep coming. And week after week we have to give a hope also that to make you come next week. Shraddha is there, dedicated, effort is there, but failure happens, no? That's the question. Are you able to follow? What is he asking? I am dedicated. I have Shraddha. Because don't keep saying Shraddhavan Labhate Jnanam, Shraddhavan Labhate Shraddha Vandachi, he's saying. Don't keep giving the same answers. Clear? Oh, you should do. We have done that reflection, and you can see what Arjuna is going through. Shraddha has come. Dhriti has also come. But failure is happening, no? Because you said, Dhriti irunda, Shraddha irunda, there you will fly. And here, what am I experiencing? Shraddha is there. Shraddha is there. Are you able to follow? Dedicated effort fails Krishna. என்ன பண்றது? Dedicated effort is failing. What do I do? That is the question. If you understand rightly what the question is, then the answer becomes meaningful. It's exactly like the child writing CA exam. Yeah, it studies, Shraddha, dedication, and the CA Anjaneer Gittalam Kuda, the child goes and does. You know, there is Visa Balaji, and then there is CA Anjaneer. You know that? No? Alvarpet Anjaneer, Ashaji. You know that Alvarpet Anjaneer temple? You don't know? You know that Anjaneer temple? Yeah, correct. Appa, I thought she's so blind that every day she's going through that, she didn't see that Anjaneer temple. That Anjaneer temple is there, Alvarpet Anjaneer. He is called CA Anjaneer because if you want to pass CA, you have to go and do some puja there. He's called CA Anjaneer. And if you want to visa, US visa, you have to go to Visa Balaji. Where is Visa Balaji? Somewhere he's there. No, somewhere he's there. Visa Balaji is there. You go there, you get visa. Krishna, I am not doing anything like that. Are you able to follow what he's saying? I am not doing anything like that. Adallah you have taken away from me. At least previously I was doing that, and that hope kept me alive. Now that also you took away from me. I can't go there. Yeah, I can't go there. All that is taken away. Dedicated efforts seem to fail. Dedicated efforts seem to fail. Possessed by Shraddha, Upetaha means full of Shraddha. Possessed means full. Upetaha. You can't say effort is insufficient. Because what more a person can do? So you want to tell that person, put in more effort. Doesn't sort his. In fact, it will make his problem worse. Therefore, what is he asking? Ayatihi, uncontrolled. Ayatihi, uncontrolled. Someone else. It means someone else also. Suppose. Ayatihi means suppose. Ayatihi. Ayati Shraddhayopetaha. That's how the verse starts. Now the word ayatihi means suppose. Suppose if there is an uncontrolled one who has Shraddha and dedicated effort, failed from yoga, what happens to him? That's the question. One way of interpretation is, suppose yarkavud appdi aachina, what does he do? Is one way. That's not what he is asking. He is asking about, because who else he can refer to? Because there is a one-on-one conversation. He can't refer to Duryodhana, he can't refer to Bhishma, he can't refer to Draupadi sitting in the house. Now he can't do Yoga Chalita Manasaha. Yoga Chalita Manasaha means wanders away from yoga. Actually, it's called failure in yoga. Failure in yoga means wandering. Failure means the mind wandering is the failure. What is the failure? Failure means mind. Mind wandering away is the failure. Slips away. You go very technically, what he is asking, at least previously I had a hope. Videha Mukti lam kadaikunu, I had a hope. Now that is taken away. Jivan Mukti is not happening. Videha Mukti is taken away. What happens to that person? But this problem we will not have at all. Yeah, this Videha Mukti, Jivan Mukti problem we will not have because Mukti is not our problem as yet. No. His problem is Mukti is not yet our problem. That is also the question. And when we see this question, we see it from all possible angles. We analyze the question and then we understand the answer. So from the spiritual angle, what is the question that he is asking? Videha Mukti is not there. Jivan Mukti is not. Jivan Mukti is not happening. What happens to that person? What happens to that person? This is verse number 37. Is it okay, verse number 37? Now we move on to verse number 38.
कच्छिन्नो भयविभ्रष्टः छिन्नाभ्रमिव नश्यति अप्रतिष्ठो महाबाहो विमूढो ब्रह्मणः पति कच्छिन्नो भयविभ्रष्टः छिन्नाभ्रमिव नश्यति अप्रतिष्ठो महाबाहो विमूढो ब्रह्मणः पति.
Fallen from both, does he not perish like a rent cloud? O Mahabaho, supportless and deluded in the path of Brahman. Fallen from both, does he not perish like a rent cloud, O Mahabaho, supportless and deluded in the path of Brahman? O Mahabaho, Krishna. Krishna calls Arjuna Mahabaho and Arjuna calls Krishna Mahabaho. Adjectives is an indication of affection and surrender. You use adjectives where there is affection, where there is surrender. You use this very liberally, and throughout he uses it so liberally. So Krishna calls Arjuna O Mahabaho. Arjuna is calling Krishna as Mahabaho, mighty armed. So Krishna, you are a Mahabaho. You are so self-supported. You are so self-sufficient. Actually, you are the true Mahabaho, not. Actually, who's the true Mahabaho? You, not me. Why? Because the support that he is facing is does not the supportless yogi perish like the scattered cloud? Giving an example of the scattered cloud. Scattered cloud is what? There is this thick, I don't know. Okay, I don't know if you can call it a thick cloud, I don't know, dense cloud, whatever it is. A small portion gets separated from that. That is the rent cloud. There is this massive cloud. massive dense cloud, a small portion get separated from that, and you can see it. You can observe it sometimes. It just disappears. It just disappears. It becomes thinner and thinner and thinner, and it finally disappears. Especially you can see it in the monsoon clouds. You can see it in the monsoon clouds. You can see it. It just is comparing the fate of the seeker to this rent cloud. Will that not happen? Will that not happen? Apratishta and Vimuda. He is using two words now. Apratishta and Vimuda. Apratishta means what? Swami Pratishta Panyacha, they ask. Pratishta means firmly placed. Apratishta means firmly placed. Apratishta. Just the prefix a. That's what it. Just the prefix a. Apratishta means what? Supportless. What is that support? That we have seen already. All the support system is. That's why that interpretation, all that explanation was given because of this. Because all the support system is taken away. So, Yedulalla I was in Pratishta, that is taken away. Vimuda means Jnanathili in firmness. All that is taken away, not in, he has got no firm grounding in knowledge either. Is that not person a rent cloud? Are you able to understand how that person becomes a rent cloud now? At least with the mass of humanity that is in ignorance and darkness, he was part of that group. So something was happening there. So first you pull that fellow out of it. Correct, Shankar? You pull that fellow out of that first. And then he just vanishing, thinner, and finally disappearing. So Vimuda here is the one who is not established in knowledge either. A person who is not established in knowledge either, fallen from both. Does he not perish? The class is one Trishanku Swargam Madri Aidume, he's asking. After coming to this Vedanta classes and Bhagavad Gita and all that, will it not become like a Trishanku Swarga, neither here nor there, fallen from both? Fallen from both. Does he not perish like a cloud? Why? Because he can no longer enjoy the pleasures of the material world. He can no longer enjoy the pleasures of the material world. He can no longer enjoy family man. At least that joy was there. Yeah, that is also gone. We finished a family man, no? Or still pending? Oh, okay. Avanda edukanuma season 3. Okay. Avanda season 3 edukanuma. Okay. Oh my God, 2 years were avum. Avula shooting pandradhukku. So that joy is also gone. No? That joy is also gone. At least I was enjoying all that. I was watching that. So what is he saying? He, having left the material and sensual pursuits, he will no longer enjoy the pleasures of the world. Achievements from the world doesn't give any more joy. Failures doesn't bring him that fighting spirit. If there's a failure, you want to fight and get it. If there is a joy, you want to, if there is a success, you really want to sit and enjoy that and have a party and share that with everybody. That is also gone. That is also gone. This is also gone. Having left the material world and sensual pursuits, he will no longer enjoy that world. That is also gone. Is neither here in this world nor Brahmanapati. Brahmanapati means in the pursuit of Brahman also he has not gone in any direction. So he has fallen from Brahmanapati, and this is also he has fallen. So Ubhaya Brashta. Ubhaya Brashta. Ubhaya Brashta means fallen from both. Having lost both. Fallen from both means he has lost both. Brahmajnanam didn't come. World is also not doing anything. Does he not become like a rent cloud? Does he not become like a rent cloud? What is the rent cloud? At the mercy of the winds. The winds just makes it thinner and thinner and thinner, and finally it fades away. Will he not perish? Nashyati is bringing in a very unique fear. Is bringing in a very unique fear. Nashyati. Perishes. What is perishing means? What is perishing means? Perishing doesn't mean dying. Perishing means devolving. What is devolution? Another Janma, I may not have this Purushartha. That is the fear. Perishes means what? Chances are I may end up getting another. Chances are I may end up getting a Janma where this Purushartha that is available will not be there. That is Nashyati. That is perishing. Perishing doesn't mean dying. Perishing means inferior birth, inferior Janma. And what is inferior Janma means? What is inferior Janma? Where you have no Purushartha. Purushartha illada Janma, the inferior Janma. That is why we say human being is the chef d'oeuvre of creation, the masterpiece in creation, the best in creation. Why? Not superiority, not egoistic. Why? Purushartha is available here in this Janma. Will he not perish? Are you able to follow the question? Will he not perish means, will he not get into an inferior Janma? Actually, poor Arjuna. Sir, in the question la number GD le answer pannidom sir. Yeah, in our group discussion we will answer all these questions. Why does he have to ask Krishna all these questions? Correct, Venkat? இதெல்லாம் ஜிடிலே ஆன்சர் இதெல்லாம் ஜிடி லெவல்லே ஆன்சர் பண்ண வேண்டிய கொஸ்டின்ஸ் why Krishna has to answer எங்கள்கிட்ட கேட்டிருந்தா we would have given a better answer than than Krishna himself. Nashyati. What happens to him? Supportless and deluded. What is the delusion? That's what he is going to address in the answer. Krishna is going to address that word in the answer. The answer is, the Krishna's answer will be in answering this word delusion. Just remember this word delusion. Krishna's answer is in relation to this word delusion. Is vimudaha, fallen from the path. Previously he said dedicated, sincere, fallen. Yes, he possesses Shraddha. He possesses Shraddha. You can put effort only to your ability. You can't make an effort above your capacity. How can you make an effort above your capacity? You can make an effort only according to your capacity, but fallen. Will he not perish? Perish means inferior birth. What is inferior birth? Don't say animal birth. Huh? Don't say that. Don't say animal birth. It's not animal birth. What it means is a birth where Purushartha will not be available to you. Because only if the Purushartha is there, you can continue. Only if the Purushartha is there, you can continue from where you left and continue. Only if the Purushartha Janma is available, you can continue. But prima facie, it looks like he will perish. Prima facie, it looks like he will perish. What? Then idella waste aayadadu. Yeah, then all this becomes a waste, no? I could have been there only. At least some fight was happening, something was happening, at least some transactions was happening. Here, nothing is happening here. Supportless, because he has neither the security of the material world nor the strength of the spiritual enlightenment. Deluded because he does not know where he has reached. That is the delusion. Muda. How much we have grown, we don't know. Which way to go from here also? I don't know. That is the delusion. Are you able to follow these two words? For Krishna's answer is in relation to these two words only. It is in relation to these two words. Would this not be the fate of the seeker who didn't attain self-realization in his lifetime? In the Janmala Jivan Mukti Kadakla, in this Janma, if you didn't attain Jivan Mukti, what would have happened to you? You would have become a Apratishta and Vimuda. You would have become an Apratishta and Vimuda. And what will happen to this Apratishta and Vimuda? Perish. He will perish. He will perish. Supportless and completely deluded. This is verse number 38. We study verse number 39.
Yetanme samshayam Krishna chetumarhasya sheshatah tvadanya samshayasyasya chetadna yupapadyate. Yetanme samshayam Krishna chetumarhasya sheshatah tvadanya samshayasyasya chetadna yupapadyate.
This doubt of mine, O Krishna, you should dispel completely, for there is none other than you to dispel this doubt. This doubt of mine, O Krishna, you should dispel completely. Yeah, he's putting order. Yeah. Dispel this, you should dispel this completely. Why? For there is none other than you that I can go to dispel this doubt. Samshayam. What will happen? All the doubts. What are the doubts? What will happen to a person who has turned away from the world, fails to achieve self-realization? Correct? That's the doubt. Samshaya. This is the doubt. He has turned away from the world but failed to achieve self-realization. Will not his efforts be futile? Will he not be lost in delusion and suffer materially? Material loss, spiritual loss. Yeah. There is a material loss and then there is a spiritual loss. Also, the fear of perishing. Also, the fear of perishing means also the fear of punarjanma. Also, the fear of punarjanma. Knowledge has seeped in only when this fear comes. Knowledge has seeped in only when this fear comes. The fear of punarjanma. Most don't have this fear at all because they are so caught up in when today is a problem. Where do I have time to worry about the tomorrow and yeah, today itself is so much of a problem. Where do I have time to worry about the tomorrow and all? People don't have that. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jఠరే శయనం. ఇహ సంసారే బహుదుస్తారే కృపయా పారే ఆహి మురారే. భజగోవింద. భజగోవింద. Again sleeping, again waking up. You go to sleep only to wake up. You wake up only to get tired so that you can fall off to sleep again. Sometimes you feel why should I wake up only? Today tungine irundha it is okay because waking up the moment you wake up you are waking up to the problems. Yeah. You wake up you are waking up to the reality, to the problems. So sleeping seems to be a better. Yeah. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jఠరే శయనం. Punaha api, punaha api. Again and again and again and again. Punaha api means again and again, again and again. You are hungry, you eat. Again get hungry, again you eat. For how many years? 70 years, 80 years, 90 years. சாப்பிடுறது தூங்குறத விட்டா you don't do anything, he is saying. All the effort is only to do these two things. Do you know that? All the human effort is only to do this. What? சாப்பிடுறது, eating, sleeping. That's why, like a joke he will say about the 3 year course, what do students do for 3 years? They eat and sleep. 3 years, what do Swamiji always says, what do they do for 3 years? Where do they get a chance to just eat and sleep? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jఠరే శయనం. Perishing, punarjanma. At least in this janma there is this human birth. Now that is also a fear now. This knowledge, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, it has taught me and it has planted this fear. What is the fear? It may be an inferior. I may get an inferior birth also. What is inferior birth means? Where there is no purushartha. That's why we are not interested in Swargaloka also, because in Swargaloka also there is no purushartha. There is no purushartha available in Swargaloka. That is why we don't want Swarga also. We want to do karma. We want a Janma where karma has to be done. We don't want a Janma where Purushartha isn't available. See, when you say Purushartha isn't available, don't think like you will become a lion, a deer, a grass, a tree. It's not only that. What it means is even Swargaloka. That's why Vedanta we say we don't want even Swargaloka. Why? Because even in Swargaloka, Purushartha is not available there. You just have to enjoy you just simply enjoy the punya and get out. You don't want that also. What happens to this person? That is the question. This doubt, Krishna, you alone can remove. Because the same Vedas have said, Jantunam Naranam Durlabham. To be born as a human being is very, very rare to be born as a human being. And to be born with all the senses all right is still rarer. And to have things more or less all right around you is, my God, much, much rarer. And then you come in contact with Shastra, the Guru. Oh my God. All punya, good karma person should have done to get to get to the state. And then if that person wastes this, definitely he is a Vimuda Atma only, no? The previous was. Definitely he is a Vimuda Atma only. Because so difficult is to get all these, and then it is just getting wasted. What happens to, who can clear this doubt, Krishna? You alone can clear this doubt. Why? Because why you alone can clear it? From the Jnana Yoga angle, you can look at it. From the Bhakti angle also, you can look at it. Same verse, you can look at it from Bhakti angle also. And it is beautiful to look at it from both the angles. From the Bhakti angle, see, you are the Karma Pala Data. You are the one who is going to decide. Therefore, you alone can remove the doubt. That is one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is from the knowledge angle. From the angle of the knowledge, you can from Jnana Yoga angle you can look at it. Why? You are the Guru. I have surrendered to you, and you know the law. Why did I? Guru means who? What is Guru? One who knows the law. One who knows the laws of life is a Guru. Guru Purnima is coming, no? Guru Purnima is coming, isn't it? Wonderful. Who is a Guru? I'm not branching off into that. Don't get scared. Clear? I'm not branching. Who is the Guru? A Guru is one who knows the law. He knows the law. Therefore, since you know the law, you alone can dispel the doubt. So either way, if you look at it, Krishna being the Lord himself or the Guru himself, who else can remove the doubt? Only you can remove the doubt. This samshayam, doubt, chetum, dispel. You alone should dispel it. Why? The doubt remove panna, my efforts will be more. There is a speed breaker. This doubt is the speed breaker. Every doubt is a speed breaker. Huh? Every doubt is the speed breaker. That is why so much of sanctity is given to the questions. So much of sanctity is given to the questions in Vedanta. Questions are promoted, so much of questions are answered, and even if there is no questions, they will put up questions and they will answer by themselves. Why? The samshayam is the speed breaker. These doubts are the speed breakers. So every doubt has to be removed. So no one else can clear this doubt. Why? Because this doubt is a very unique spiritual kind of doubt. Are you able to follow? It's a very unique doubt. Why? It is not a Paurusha doubt. There are two kinds of doubt. Paurushayam, Apaurushayam. Paurushayam doubt, you can go and ask. If there is a Paurushayam doubt in relation to chartered accountancy, you can go in accounting purposes, you can go to a chartered accountant. When it comes to legal things, you can go to a lawyer. Carpentry, you can go to a carpenter. A plumber, a plumbing, you can go to a, these are all Paurushayam samshayams. These are all Paurushayam samshayams. So for all these Paurushayam samshayams, you know where to go. Apaurushayam samshayam, where will you go? Apaurushayam means deep and penetrative, where nobody can help. Are you able to follow? These doubts nobody can help. இது வந்து குரூப் டிஸ்கஷன்லாம் கேட்க முடியாது. Why? Because அங்க வந்து blind leading the blind. அங்க போய் அதெல்லாம் கேட்க முடியாது. Why? Because that is very different. Only you can answer this question. Beautiful. Only you can answer this question. Etanme samshayam Krishna cheturmarhasya seshatah. Upapadyate. You alone is fit. இந்த கேள்விக்கு பதில் சொல்ற தகுதி யாருக்கு இருக்குது? Only you. Therefore you clear this doubt. With this, we finished Arjuna's question. We want to hear the answers. And I always say, Arjuna's questions, you get so inspired by Arjuna's question, and you'll get very irritated with Krishna's answers. Yeah, you get very, questions are so beautiful, and Krishna's answer is beautiful. I have surrendered to you. You alone should dispel. Why? You are the only fit person. And you are obliged to clear this doubt. It's your duty to clear this doubt. Why? I have surrendered to you. Sishyasteham shadimam tuam prapannam. சும்மால வந்து சிஷ்யன்லாம் சொல்லல இல்லையா? Sishyasteham shadimam tuam prapannam. Since I have told you that I am your Sishya, you have to see. That is the conviction with which the Sishya asks the question. Conviction, because he has surrendered. That surrender gives him the courage. And this courage is the rare privilege. The courage to ask all questions. The courage is a very rare privilege. And very few will have this courage to ask. Otherwise, they always debate and discuss. Oh, இதெல்லாம் கேட்க கூடாது. இது மட்டும் தான். Yeah. People always, even in doubts, they have these two things. What are the two things? Only this I will ask, this I will not ask. No. He has no problems asking anything. That's a beautiful samvada between such a disciple and such a guru. Samvada means an extraordinary conversation where he doesn't worry about asking. Otherwise, we have a doubt, and we ourselves decide what he is qualified to answer, what he is not qualified to answer. There's no. You are the one who answers all my doubts. Why? I insist that you answer. and it's your duty and obligation to it's your duty and obligation to answer. Why? Sishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Answer. இன்னொரு 10 நிமிஷம் இருக்கு, டைம் பாஸ் பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்க. Yeah. And take up the answer. And take up the answer next class. Verse number 40 படிங்க. The answer.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Partha Naivehanāmutra Vinashastasya Vidyate Nahi Kalyana Krit Kaschit Durgatim Tata Gacchati. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Partha Naivehanāmutra Vinashastasya Vidyate Nahi Kalyana Krit Kaschit Durgatim Tata Gacchati.
Sri Bhagavan Vacha, the Blessed Lord said, O Partha, neither here nor even hereafter is there destruction for him. Verily, none who does good, O beloved, comes to grief. The Blessed Lord said, O Partha, neither here nor even hereafter is there destruction for him. Verily, none who does good, O beloved, comes to grief. So affectionately he is calling. So affectionately he is calling. Beloved means Tata Gacchati. Tata means beloved. Oh beloved, you are. I love you so much, Arjuna. Why? Because with what conviction he asked all these questions. What sincerity and dedicated effort he is putting, and he is asking all these questions. Therefore, he says, I love you. I love you so much. You are so close to me. You are so close to me, beloved. You are. Understand the law, Arjuna. Nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. This is the law. You asked me to answer, no? I'm giving you the answer. Please remember this word. Sorry, this sentence remember. Nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. Arjuna is asking, Kam gatim Krishna gacchati? What gati he will take to? That is the question. For which the answer is Durgatim Tata Gacchati. We'll see all that. We'll see today, and we'll continue next week also into the verse. The doer of good. The doer of good never attains Durgati. Doer of good will not come to grief. Rojananvashochastvam pragyavadanscha bhashase katasuna katasuscha nanushocanti panditaha. Grief, Arjuna. Grief. The problem of life is grief. Shoka. Sorrow is the problem of life. What is the misery, the pain? What is the misery of life? Where does pain come from? Where does suffering come from? All comes from Shoka, sorrow. For this person, Nahi Kalyana Krit Kaschit Durgatim Tata Gacchati. Vedantic students ago, he has given the guarantee. Don't worry, yeah? Krishna has given the guarantee. He has given the guarantee, not only to Arjuna, he has given this guarantee to all students, all seekers of truth. What I meant by Vedantic student is seekers of truth in that sense. Vedantic student இந்த வேதாந்த கிளாஸ்ல வந்து உட்கார்றது கிடையாது. Vedantic students means seekers of truth. Seekers of truth. And he is giving a universal guarantee, past, present, and future, to all seekers of truth. What is that? Adhikalyana kritkaschi durgatim tata gacchati. Partha naiveha namutra vinashastasya vidyate. Vidyate na therichugo na. Understand. Vidyate means therichugo, understand. What? Neither here nor even hereafter, nasham. There is no nasham for him. So patiently he is saying that. Neha vikramanashosti pratyavayo na vidyate. He has already said that. 40. Remember, that's where you should know how to. Yeah, இதெல்லாம் கொஞ்சம். It may appear a bit scholarly, but this is what reflection is all about. This is what reflection is all about. It's not just scholarly quoting backwards and forwards. This is what reflection does. For he has already said, Neha vikramanashosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. What a verse? 40. Chapter 2. Neha vikramana. Nashamrade kadayade Arjuna. What are you worrying about? There is no such thing called nashame. There is no such thing called nasham at all. Why are you seeing a nasham? All that will elaborate. Why are you seeing a nasham? Why are you seeing it as fruitless? Why are you seeing it as effortless? We will see all that. We are going to see all that. Further, we'll understand the beauty of the first thing. What he is saying is there is no nasham. Perishing. You are worrying about getting perished. There is no nasham. Iha amutra. Iha means here. Amutra means hereafter. Hereafter means referring to the next janma, punarjanma. Arjuna never said punarjanma. Krishna's answer is indicating what Arjuna asked. Able to follow? Arjuna never said punarjanma. He said perishing. And we gave a beautiful explanation for perishing means know this, know that, and all that. How can you justify that interpretation? Krishna's answer justifies that interpretation. It is Krishna's answer that justifies. Otherwise, if you don't understand the question in that way, answer will look very. Looks like he is asking something, he is answering something else. It will appear to be so. Are you able to follow? Same thing he did it in Siddhaprajna also. Siddhaprajnasya ka bhasha siddhadir muni ruchyate kimasita prabhasheta kim. Who's a Siddhaprajna? How does he walk? How does he sit? How does he talk? That's one question. How does he walk? He also walks with 2 legs only. How does he sit? Lotus posture. Siddhasana lokarvara. Lotus posture lokarvara. இப்போலாம் கீழே உட்கார்ந்தா எந்திரிக்கவே முடியல இல்லையா? Which chair he will be using? சேர்லயே எவ்வளோ சேர்ஸ் இருக்குது இல்லையா? From 600 rupees சேர்லேருந்து 600,000 வரைக்கும் சேர் இருக்குது இல்லையா? அதுக்கு மேலலாம் கூட இருக்குது. That one chair does everything, isn't it? Instead of strangling you to death, it does everything else. Death doesn't do that only. So how does he sit? How does he walk? The answer explains the question. Are you able to follow? Now, that is the beauty of the teaching. Sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, he does not know how to articulate it. He does not know how to use the right word. And Guru is not answering the word. If he's answering the word, it will be different. In group discussion, the answer is to the word. Krishna doesn't answer to the word. For he's answering because of him being the Guru, who is able to see what he is able to see what he is asking and answering. That is why he says, Iha Amutra. Here, hereafter. Nashame kadayadu. It doesn't. There is no destruction at all. O Partha, there is no Nasham. Vinasham. Nashamnale loss. Clear? Vinasham is supreme destruction. Clear? Nashamnale destruction. Vinashamna supreme destruction. He's saying this destruction doesn't happen to such a person. On what basis are you saying this, Krishna? There is the law, Arjuna. There is a law. There is the law of life. What is the law of life? Nahi kalyana krit kaschid durgatim tata gacchati. There is this law. What is the law? Selfish person can never be happy. Unselfish person can have. It's taken from here. Taken from here. This is the law. Nahi kalyana krit kaschid durgatim tata gacchati. What is the law, Arjuna? What is the law of life, Arjuna? You don't know that law. What is the law? A selfish one can never be happy. Unselfish one will never be unhappy. Durgati kadayate. So it never comes to grief. Durgati means grief. Durgati means grief. Vokamaya. That's what Durgati is. Sorrow. Sorrow after sorrow after sorrow. In this life, life after life. That is Durgati. So, what is the answer? Will he not become like a rented cloud? Will he not perish? What Janma will come to? What Janma will come to him? Why are you worrying about all this? Why are you grieving? He's not saying don't give up, put in more effort. He's not saying all that. Huh? That's the beauty. He's not giving that kind of supporting. He's giving the support comes through knowledge and conviction and understanding. No, it's okay. Continue. Very soon you will. He's not giving that kind. He's saying, Nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. There is the law. All this samshayam is because of not knowing the law. All this doubt is because you do not know the law. You do not have the knowledge. You do not have the knowledge of the law. The moment you have the knowledge of the law, the moment you know the law, the moment you the moment you understand the law, what happens? Grief goes away. Grief goes away. Durgati. What is it that we fear in life? Durgati. The shoka. Shoka is the Durgati. And what is the way to get out of shoka? Knowledge. Knowledge means understanding. Understanding will lead to a conviction. What is the conviction? Here is this law, and I will lead my life guided by the law. That is understanding. Here is a law. Here is a law, and I will lead my life guided by that law. That person doesn't have a problem. that person will not come to grief at all. Grief comes when you do not know there is a law, and when you do not know there is a law, it means you didn't do your duty. It means you didn't do your duty. You are blessed with the intellect, and you should have used the intellect, and you should have gained this knowledge. It means you didn't do your duty, and if you don't do your duty, law will law will announce its presence. How does law announces its presence? Law of Trishul. Law of Trishul. One poke at the back. One poke at the back, you become erect. One poke at the back, you become erect. One poke at the back, you become erect. And then another thing is, you do not know that, you know that there is a law, but you believe that you can circumvent the law. One is you do not know that there is a law. Another second thing is you know the law and you think you can bypass the law. You can circumvent the law. You think that you are so smart that you can throw dust in the eyes of the law. You think. Adudha Vimoodatma. Who's a Vimoodatma? Knowing the law, this person thinks that he can throw dust in the eyes of the law. Shoka comes. Either way, Shoka comes. Either you do not know the law, or you know the law and believe that you can circumvent. அதோட நிக்கல. இன்னொரு கேஸ் ஒன்று இருக்கு. What is the third case? பின்னாடி பிராயஷ்சித்தா பண்ணி சரி பண்ணிடலாம் சார். The third category. Know the law, circumvent the law, and I can escape the consequences. Are you able to follow? I know the law, I circumvent the law, and I also think I know a method by which I can escape the consequences. Very simple, sir. 3 மணிக்கு ராவு காலத்துல போய் எண்ணெய் ஏத்தணும், விளக்கு ஏத்தணும், அவ்வளவுதான். Everything is sorted out. Where is your problem? இதெல்லாம் வேணவே வேணும். All this kind of Durgatim, Dada Gachi, அதெல்லாம் கேட்டு why waste your time in all these things? All that you got to do is what? Simply between 3 to 4:30, ஏன்னா அதுதான் ராவு காலம் இல்லையா? செவ்வாய்க்கிழமை ராவு காலம் 3 லேருந்து 4:30. In that 3 to 4:30, if you go, and that too when the rahu kalam is at its peak, 3:45, you think that you can violate the law, and also you can escape the consequences. Dallanda Vimoodatma. Seeker doesn't do any of this. When a seeker is not doing any of these, how will he get Durgati? Durgatim Tata Gachati. Are you able to follow? Challenge is to develop conviction in the law. That's why knowledge is required. Repeated listening, repeated reflection, so much of analysis, because it is this analysis that removes the doubt. And when the doubts are removed, you get conviction in the law, and then you tell yourself, what? My life henceforth is going to be guided by the law. What is the law? Red enough, stop. Green enough, go. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Even if somebody is not coming that side, it doesn't matter. You still stop. Why? That one day somebody can come and you may hit. And such a devastating effect it will. Therefore, you obey the law. And you are so grateful to the law while you are obeying it. Why? இதோட முடிச்சுக்கலாம் இன்னைக்கு. And you are so grateful to the law also. While you are obeying the law, you are not frustrated with it, you are not irritated with it. You are so grateful to the law. Why? Because it is the law that is relieving you from shoka. Gratitude also. So you always remember, obedience must be accompanied with gratitude. Why gratitude? Because it has brought about a order to your life. Because it is this law that is taking you away from shoka, grief. Therefore, what is he saying? Arthanaiveha namutra vinashastasya vidyate nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. Oh dear beloved Arjuna, you are the best one to me. You are the best one to me. Why? Because you have asked such a wonderful question. And thank God Arjuna keeps on asking wonderful questions that we keep hearing the law. Thank God he is asking these questions. Verse number 40. Sri Bhagavan Vacha, the answer. So, what is the answer? Seeker will not perish. Seeker will not perish. Based on what? The law. What is the law? Nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. It is not a moral principles. It is not a moral principle. It's not an ethical value. It is the reality. What is the reality? Nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati is a Sanskrit way. To put it in English, a selfish person can never be happy. An unselfish one will never be unhappy. The Durgatiye varad. Durgati will not. And then he goes on to give some explanations also, which Arjuna can relate to. First, he explained this as a law, and then he gives some practical demonstrations of how it will happen. With this, we conclude for today. Verse number 40. And we continue next week again with 40 onwards. We continue with 40. We didn't finish 40.